Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Ahmed again, and I'm back to bring you guys a new video about a very new stock that just went public actually this previous week, and it's called Luminar. So Luminar is a LiDar company, and as you can see, there was a lot of news talking about this company in the previous week. Austin Russell, their CEO, was just pronounced the youngest billionaire ever. So at 25 years old, his company again was evaluated at about $1.6 billion. So this kind of just shows you, there's of course a lot of hype around the company, and it is pretty exciting because they are a LiDAR company, which again, it's a laser type company to kind of help these vehicles or autonomous vehicles become an actual thing that we can use in real world, and there's true applications for it. So some of the companies that I saw that they work with that really interested me were things like Nvidia, Volvo, again, these publicly traded companies, Toyota. So again, a lot of these good things that kind of had my eyes kind of wide open when I was reading about these things. So again, Austin Russell, the CEO, pretty big deal. He's a dropout of Stanford, and we know about those who go to pretty elite institutions and drop out at the same time. It seems like there's a pretty good correlation between success and those sorts of people. So again, just looking at the price for this stock. So before it went public, again, as it was acquired by a SPAC or a special purpose acquisition company, it was about $10, as all SPACs are. But as you can see, since then, unfortunately, and we did miss this one, it went up 207%, and it is currently valued at $31.40 per share. So what's that mean for all of us who maybe missed that first wave? I think it's simple. I'm not a financial advisor, but I would advise not to maybe buy the stock immediately, because when the market opens up tomorrow morning, we're gonna see people who are gonna be like, oh my God, this stock is gonna fly, it's gonna go up. And again, over the long period, if you're looking at for a long period and a long hold at $1.57 billion as a market cap, I would say that's of course undervalued for a LiDAR company that is currently the only public traded company, and also because all the prospects that they have that they're going to be collaborating with. So what do I say? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of keep it on my watch list, of course, and kind of watch how it goes Monday with the company, because there's one of three things. Either it's going to skyrocket up and continue its trend, which would be, kind of ridiculous, but possible. It can also completely reverse, and all the hype that's been around the company at first is going to kind of die down, which of course makes it a great buying opportunity. If it goes anywhere, $20, $25 for me, I'm going to probably start getting in on it, because again, pre-hype, it was still around that $22, $23. That's kind of where it was consolidating after the merger was announced. So if it goes anywhere near that, again, $25, $26 is kind of where I'm eyeing for an entry point. And again, not going all in, but just an entry point, and potentially going lower. If it does go lower and lower, I'll buy some more to average down. But again, we'll hope for the best. So what do we know about SPACs? And once they do acquire a company, what kind of occurs in that process? So what I look at is something that we saw recently, which was Hyliion. So if we look at Hyliion, this was again acquired by a SPAC, and before it was, like all SPACs are, ran around $10 a share. It goes up when the merger is kind of announced and there's this information about it. So again, it did 3x between that time, which is pretty average, and it seems like a very similar situation to Luminar. It 3x since the SPAC was announced, or 200% increase, goes back down to about where it consolidates pre-merger, which was around a $20-$23 range. Here was $19 for Hyliion, and then once the company's fundamentals and everything and it officially merges, boom, skyrockets up. And for Hyliion, it went to about $60 a share. Now, is that possible for Luminar? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to do that immediately? I mean, I'd hope not, but if it does, I'll be a loser in this situation. But again, I'm kind of looking for that $23, $24 price range, because again, if it does follow the typical trends, we're going to see it's going to go definitely back down. There was an EV sell-off here, so again, this is maybe skewed, but I'm hoping to see kind of these price targets for Luminar. So again, this is not financial advice. I'm Ahmed, just providing you guys with information and the things that I'm looking at in the stock market, because it excites me. I've really been enjoying it, and thank you all for your support. And if you did enjoy this video and hopefully got some information about Luminar and just let me know if you did buy in before the hype in the comment section below, and if not, let me know what your entry points are. Maybe we can have a dialogue about it. Thank you all.